Hi, my name is Mike D'Ambrosio. I'm a licensed sales agent with Team Mills over here at Exit Realty Premier. And one question I hear a lot is it a good time to buy? And if so, why is it a good time to buy? Well, I have to actually answer that question with, no, it's not a good time to buy. Actually, it's a great time to buy. And when you look at all the factors, look at all the data coming in from everywhere, okay, it tells us that it is a great time to buy because we have, right now, we're about 30% off from the peak of what home prices were around late 2005. Then, of course, we know now that was called the housing bubble. Okay, there was inflated prices, and there was euphoria to buy, people investing, mortgages were easy to get, and people were jumping into the market and everything was selling, and it was, at that point, a seller's market. Okay, there were a lot more buyers than there were homes on the market. So we have now, we're 30, in some places maybe 40% or more off those peak prices. And at the same time, we've got a tremendous amount of inventory. In a normal market, you've got maybe 5, 6, 7 months of inventory. As we go through certain towns just here on Long Island, we can look and say, well, we've got 21 months of inventory, 24 months of inventory. There's a lot out there to keep selling. So what we have is, if you really look, we have a situation that now is considered a buyer's market. Is that good? Yeah, it's great for buyers. Is it a housing crisis? Yeah, it is, especially for the people that got in over their heads, that are in trouble today. We've got foreclosures, we've got short sales, and you know, for those people that bought at the wrong time, yeah, it's a crisis. But for the people that didn't buy, that have been waiting to get in this market, it's actually a great time. So, and the reason why I say it's a great time, it's not just that there's inventory and there's lower prices. What we have is 40-year lows in interest rates. So when you look at the interest rates and you look at the prices, there's a formula there that says, you know, it is a great time to buy. If you look back at, say, 2002 and 2003, 2002 you had mortgage interest rates of hovering around 7%. In 2003, they were down around 6%. So now you can get as low as 4.5%. So if you look at that and you say, you know, people say, yeah, but I'm waiting for the bottom. I'm waiting for the bottom. Well, you can, if we're not at the bottom, okay, we're real close. And the problem is people waiting and waiting for the bottom. Well, what about interest rates? So if you're waiting, let's say, another 4, 5, 6 months, what are interest rates going to be? There are already indications that interest rates are going to go up. So what's going to happen is, let's take a $400,000 house with a $350,000 mortgage. Now, if you go back to 2003 at 6%, you're roughly at around a little over $2,000 a month, principal and interest. So now you take that $350,000 mortgage at 4.5% today, and you're actually a little bit under $1,800 a month. There's about $250, $275 a month more in your pocket for that same house. So why spend that extra money that you can use for other things? In essence, you're paying less for the house. Okay, so those are all the things that you have to weigh out. So when you look at it, is it a great time? I believe it is a great time. I think if you've got all your ducks lined up in a row, you've got everything you need to go and get that house. And when I say that, I'm talking about things like a pre-qualification letter. Okay, it's good to go to a mortgage broker or a bank and be pre-qualified. Know what you can afford before you get out there and actually start looking, because you're going to find something and be ready to go. And so do it right. And I think that in the long run, you'll look back and say, definitely a great time to buy, and I'm glad I did. So if you are ready to do that, give me a call, and I'd love to help you out with that.